Jining, a college student, shares a dormitory with Zi Qingzhu, the heir to the richest family in Hong Kong. In the daytime, Zi Qingzhu is cold, reserved, aloof and overly hygienic, admired by everyone as a noble young master. Yet every day at exactly 1 o'clock in the early morning, he quietly lifts Jining's bed curtain, slips into his quilt, wraps an arm tightly around Jining's waist, and clings to his body like an affectionate snake. His warm breath lingers on Jining's neck, stirring restlessness and ambiguity. Constrained by the business partnership between their families and his father's strict warning not to offend the Zi family, plus a generous monthly allowance, Jining can only endure silently and dare not speak out. As time passes, Zi Kings goes bolder at night. He no longer merely holds Jining to sleep, but caresses his waist openly through pajamas and teases him with soft whispers, praising his slender figure. Worried about his expensive silk pajamas being damaged, Jining protests helplessly, only to be misinterpreted and teased by Zi Qingzhu, making the atmosphere increasingly intimate. After a night of ambiguous closeness, obvious red marks are left on Jining's waist, leaving him exhausted and overwhelmed, feeling he cannot bear such endless disturbance. In contrast, Zhe Yingzhu looks refreshed and energetic the next day, acting as if nothing has happened. At breakfast, the next morning, Jining plucks up his courage and gently asks Qingzhu not to climb into his bed late at night anymore. To his shock, Zi Qingzhu looks utterly confused, insisting he always sleeps in his own bed and never approaches Jining. His two followers immediately echo his words. Citing Zi Qingzhu's extreme cleanliness obsession, he even threw away his entire bedding set once a stranger accidentally sat on his bed and claimed he is not homosexual at all. They mock Jining for indulging in wild fantasies and craving an undeserved connection with Zi Qingzhu, belittling his appearance and status. As Zi Qingzhu remained silent and acquiesces to their remarks, hurting Jining's pride deeply. Outnumbered, Jining swallows his grievance secretly and vows to record evidence to clear his name. That night, Jining prepares his phone in advance to capture Qingzhu's late-night visit. However, there is no sign of him past 1 o'clock. Doubt creeps into Jining's mind, making him wonder if all the late-night encounters are just his imagination. Unable to explain the marks on his body, it is nearly to a when Zi Qingzhu finally comes as usual, holding and teasing Jining familiarly, Jining deliberately wears thick sweaters to pretend he feels hot, only to be undressed by the persistent Zi Qingzhu until he is left in a thin tank top, revealing subtle curves. Jining's phone slips off the bed accidentally, exposing his secret recording plan. Instead of backing off, Zi Qingzhu leans close to his ear with a threatening and teasing tone, then kisses Jining forcefully, taking his first kiss away completely. Physically weaker than the fitness-trained Zi Qingzhu, Jining struggles in vain. His feeble resistance only seems like flirtation, making Zi Qingzhu kiss him more intensely. After the kiss, Zi Qingzhu whispers ambiguous teasing words, leaving Jining flustered. The next day, when asked about his swollen lips by his followers, Zi Qingzhu casually lies that he was bitten by a mosquito, infuriating Jining. Fearful of being taken advantage of further, Jining flees home on the weekend to avoid him. He expects a feast at home to welcome him, only to find it celebrates a new business deal between their families and the XIES. Jining asks his father permission to transfer schools, but his father firmly dissuades him, saying Zi Qingzhu is extremely picky about roommates yet highly satisfied with him, urging Jining to maintain a good relationship. His father doubles his monthly allowance instantly, and tempted by money, Jining gives up the idea of transferring. Back at school on Monday, Jining changes into extremely thin silk pajamas, his mentality shifting quietly. He decides to tolerate Qingzhu for the sake of the allowance. That night, Zi Qingzhu is stunned by Jining's delicate attire, his eyes filled with unfathomable emotions. He kisses and holds Jining more passionately than before, gradually letting go of his resistance. Jining even responds subconsciously, curiously touching King X's fur, maybe and feeling a whinge of jealousy over his perfect figure. Every time their ambiguous moment deepens, the hygiene-conscious King Zu excuses himself to take a long shower, becoming an unspoken routine between them. With time, Jining grows accustomed to King X's stark contrast, cold and distant by day, gentle and clingy by night. He starts looking forward to King X's late-night visits every day, even feeling uneasy on nights he is absent. A self-proclaimed straight man, Jining has already fallen quietly without realizing it. One day on campus, Jining accidentally witnesses Zhonglin, a popular freshman from the art department, handing Qingzu a pink gift box, seemingly confessing his love. Qingzu talks to him gently and warmly, standing unusually close. A surge of jealousy overwhelms Jining. He returns to the dormitory in low spirits, waiting restlessly and staring at the pink box Qingzu brings back, lost in wild speculation. That night, he deliberately waits no longer, yet cannot fall asleep without King X's company, his mind filled with messy fantasies about Qingzu and Zhonglin. Frustrated and sleepless, Jining posts online late at night, complaining that his roommate, who always climbs into his bed, seems to be on a date, claiming he is straight. Netizens immediately see through his true feelings, teasing that he has already fallen for Qingzu. Jining tries hard to deny it, yet the generous allowance no longer brings him joy. He finally admits to himself that he has been quietly swayed by Qingzu, falling into confusion and melancholy. Qingzu returns late at night looking exhausted. Jining pretends to care while still feeling jealous about Zhonglin. He waits in vain for King X's usual intimate company that night, feeling wronged and abandoned, convinced Qingzu has accepted Zhonglin's confession. On impulse, Jining pulls open King X's bed curtain, captivated by his handsome sleeping face and leaning in to kiss him, only to be gently pushed away. Embarrassed and heartbroken, Jining is comforted by King X's hoarse explanation that he caught a cold and avoided him to prevent infection. Relieved, Jining cannot help asking about Zhonglin's confession. Qingzu explains softly that Zhonglin is his elder brother's partner, and he only received the gift on his brother's behalf, vowing never to accept anyone else's confession. Ambiguity lingers between them, yet neither dares to confess their true feelings. The next day, however, Qingzu reverts to his cold self, avoiding eye contact and physical touch as if their late-night tenderness never happened. Jining's mood swings drastically and suspects Qingzu has a split personality. He posts online for advice, only to be told by netizens that Qingzu only seeks physical closeness at night while keeping his distance by day, merely taking advantage of him and treating his affection as one-sided infatuation. Disappointed and hurt, Jining starts avoiding Qingzu deliberately, sitting far away in class and eventually packing his luggage to stay at a friend's home and escape completely. As he prepares to leave, Qingzu returns unexpectedly, grabbing his wrist nervously and asking why he wants to move out. Bursting with pent-up grievance, Jining snaps that he hates King X's hot and cold attitude. King X's expression collapses instantly with loneliness and heartbreak. Though softening for a moment, Jining still leaves resolutely. After moving out, the cold and aloof Qingzu changes completely. He messages Jining frequently, making trivial excuses about using the washing machine, broken water heater, and missing the stray kid outside the dormitory to beg him to come back. He sends large sums of money as a gift and even hand-washes Jining's clothes thoughtfully. Though complaining about being humiliated by money, Jining still accepts the transfer and misses the stray kid deeply. When school physical examination reports are released, Jining accidentally reads King X's file and discovers his medical record notes a history of sleepwalking requiring regular follow-up. He finally understands King X's amnesia in the daytime and intimate behavior at night stem from sleepwalking, not deliberate manipulation. Filled with guilt, he realizes he has wronged Zhao Tingzhu all along. Soon Jining moves back to the dormitory. Soon King X's eyes light up with joy, admitting he has been feeding the stray cat all this time and eagerly helps Jining carry luggage. Clinging to him fearfully of another departure, Jining chooses to respect his privacy and keeps the sleepwalking secret to himself. That night, Zi Qingzhu slips into his bed as usual, hugging him tightly and whispering his longing tearfully, begging Jining not to hate him. Amused and tempted, Jining decides to tease him back. Knowing Zi Qingzhu will remember nothing after waking from sleepwalking, he takes the initiative to approach and flirt, repeating Zi Qingx's old ambiguous words to get revenge. The next morning, Jining secretly cleans the soiled bed sheets. Caught by Zi Qingzhu, he panics and lies that he wet the bed. Zi Qingzhu seems to see through the lie but does not expose him, responding gently and making Jining flustered. From then on, Jining takes the initiative to choose approach Zi Qingzhu frequently as revenge. Eventually suffering from tenosynovitis and having to rest, accustomed to Jining's attention, Zi Qingzhu feels lost and confused when he stops. Later, Jining receives a call from Zi Qingx's follower, saying a drunk Zi Qingzhu keeps calling his name. Reluctantly, Jining goes to pick him up late at night. Locked out of the campus dormitory, Jining takes the intoxicated Zi Qingzhu to a nearby hotel. Drunk Zi Qingzhu is exceptionally clingy, calling Jining his wife openly and confessing his long-hidden love. He reveals he fell for Jining at his 18th birthday party, the first time he saw him hiding in the staircase eating cake. He deliberately enrolled in the same university and kept changing dormitories just to be roommates with Jining. Deeply shocked, Jining realizes he has long been cherished silently. Drunk Zi Qingzhu kisses Jining passionately and pins him down intimately, repeating his ambiguous line from the hotel and crossing all boundaries between them. Waking up the next day with a sore waist, Jining finally realizes Zi Qingzhu has never suffered from real sleepwalking. He faked the condition all along, remembering every intimate moment perfectly, and Jining has been deceived from start to finish. With all misunderstandings cleared up, the two officially start dating. Their relationship soon becomes known on campus, and Zi Qingx's followers respectfully call Jining's sister -law, making him shy and embarrassed. When having dinner with Zhonglin by chance, Jining remains calm, while Zi Qingzhu grows obviously jealous. Back at the dormitory, he presses Jining against the door and kisses him fiercely, childishly asking who is more attractive. Jining soothes his jealousy with gentle words. Settled in their relationship, Zi Qingzhu insists on meeting his parents to confirm their formal commitment, acting shamelessly to pester Jining into agreeing. Nervous about his traditional father's reaction, Jining is astonished by the smooth meeting. His father appreciates Zi Qingx's family background and business talent, readily approving their relationship. His mother proudly shows off her son's boyfriend to her friends. On the contrary, the Zi family falls into chaos. Learning of his grandson's relationship, the elderly Zi patriarch suffers a heart attack in anger, expelling Zi Qingzhu from home and freezing all his bank cards. Jining jokes that his relationship is a losing deal with no financial benefits. Zi Qingzhu soothes him affectionately, acting coquettously to make up for him, and the two stay together in warmth and banter. The extra chapter is narrated from Zi Qingx's perspective. He falls in love at first sight at 18, spares no effort to stay close to Jining, and is shy and introverted by nature, only longing to stay by Jining's side day and night. He fakes sleepwalking merely to keep their late-night intimacy and never wants the sweet ambiguous moments to end. He allows himself to be teased and bullied by Jining willingly, and even pretends to get drunk to confess his love deliberately. He has long set his heart on Jining as his lifelong partner, ready to spend his whole life making up for all his concealment and schemes.